everybody, it's Molly with AllEars, and I am here today with a brand new video. I am here at the Magic Kingdom about to do a new challenge. Sorry, this is so rude. I'm just getting a lot of messages. New FastPass is gone, brand new system, Genie paid for, lightning. Oh, we're gonna need to talk about this. Okay, it's been a while since we've done one of these big news breaks, but we have a lot of information to go through. FastPass as we know it is gone, a paid replacement is coming, and we are gonna give you all the details that we know right now. Hey, PA, could you lift those cue cards up a little higher? I'm sorry, I normally just speak from memory, but there's a lot of new confusing information I need to get right. Thank you. Okay, first things first, FastPass as we know it is gone from both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. A new paid replacement called Genie Plus will be coming this fall. We do not have an official start date, but we will keep you updated. Okay, but before we can talk about what Genie Plus is, we have to talk about what Genie is. Genie is a complimentary feature coming to the My Disney Experience and Disneyland apps. It is gonna help you magically plan your Disney days. So the Genie app is gonna have some features that you're already familiar with through My Disney Experience or Disneyland apps. We're talking mobile order, we're talking wait times, we're talking mobile check-in. All of those features will still be there using the Genie function in these apps. But it's also gonna have some new features, including a virtual assistant, projected wait times for later in the day, a personalized tip board, and customizable itineraries. The personalized tip board will be neat because when you open up the app, you'll be able to pin things that are important to you and your family. If it's very important for you to know what the wait time is at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you can pin that, and when you open the app, it will show you the current wait as well as the projected wait to help plan your day. Speaking of planning your day, the customized itineraries are something that the Genie app is gonna make just for you. You're gonna go through the park and say everything you'd like to do for the day. Attractions, shows, entertainment, dining, and the Genie app will create a personalized itinerary with all of those things using crowd calendars, data analysis, wait time projections, and then it will consistently update throughout the day so that you always have the best itinerary and plan possible. The tagline for this new program is that you do all the fun while Genie does all the work. So let's hope that it works, because it sounds like it'll be a pretty neat tool to help you navigate the Disney parks. But back to FastPass's replacement, Genie Plus. Genie Plus is a paid feature in the Genie app. It will cost $15 per day per ticketed guest at Walt Disney World and $20 per day per ticketed guest at Disneyland. I say per ticketed guest because if you have someone under 2 years old that doesn't need a park ticket, they do not need to be paying for Genie Plus either. There are over 40 attractions across the Walt Disney World theme parks and over 15 attractions across the Disneyland parks that will be available on Genie Plus. Guests who have purchased Genie Plus will be able to reserve a time to use the Lightning Lane at different attractions throughout Walt Disney World and Disneyland. When I say Lightning Lane, I'm referring to a physical queue that will be different and faster than the standby queue. Think about how FastPass queues were different. This is the same thing. It's the physical queue. Whenever anyone says Lightning Lane, they're talking about a different place that you will go. Genie Plus will work very similar to the way MaxPass worked at Disneyland, which, by the way, is also gone. The way Genie Plus will work is that beginning at 7 a.m. in Walt Disney World, or once you're inside the park at Disneyland Park, you can begin to reserve your first Lightning Lane attraction. You may only hold one Lightning Lane attraction at a time, but once you use it, you can book another one. Now, Disney has not confirmed whether there is a maximum amount of Genie Plus attractions you can do in a day, whether it be a max number of attractions or a time limit. At MaxPass in Disneyland, you could only have one attraction every 90 minutes. Again, Disney has not confirmed whether or not that will be the case with Genie Plus, but we will continue to update you as we get more details. We do not have a complete list of what attractions will qualify for Genie Plus. However, the examples that Disney has used are Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and Haunted Mansion. Stay tuned for more details in the coming weeks because we are going to get so many things and we will share it all with you as soon as we have that information. access to the lightning lanes isn't the only perk of the $15 or $20 fee for Genie Plus. Again, remember, $15 in Walt Disney World, $20 in Disneyland per ticketed guest. With that fee, you are also going to get free PhotoPass downloads in Disneyland, not Disney World, but in Walt Disney World, you are going to get free AR lenses. What's AR? I'm talking augmented reality, friends. Basically, when you look through these lenses on the app, you're going to see Disney characters appear in your photos as if by magic. Think about the technology used for Pokemon Go. If you can remember such a time when the world was a simpler place and people just walked outside to look for small Japanese characters, that's the same technology we're talking about. But both coasts are going to get free audio experiences when they pay the upcharge for Genie Plus, which means that throughout the app, you're going to be able to get different things such as Imagineers and other guest stars share little audio clips with you, behind the scenes experiences, fun facts, history, that sort of thing. One thing to note about the Genie Plus attractions is that you can use it across multiple parks per day if you have a park hopper ticket. So you'd be able to book attractions at both Magic Kingdom and Epcot if you are going to be visiting both those parks in the same day. Now, while we don't know the full list of Genie Plus attractions at this point, we do know that some attractions are too cool and too fancy to use Genie Plus. They will still have lightning lanes, but these are a completely different category of attraction. I'm calling them fancy rides, TM. These fancy rides are going to have their own separate pay per attraction fee that you can have up to 2 a day. Again, we don't have a full list of which attractions these will be, but we do know that Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom, Radiator Springs Racers at Disneyland California Adventure, and Rise of the Resistance will be included in these fancy pay per attraction rides. Again, you can hold up to 2 per day, not per park, per day. So even if you have a park hopper ticket, you can only hold 2, but you can have them at 2 different parks. We do not know the dollar amount of these specific attractions at this point. Disney has not shared anything other than it will vary by attraction and by date. So they could be more expensive during the busier times, and the more popular and better attractions are likely to be more expensive. This is very similar to the new Premier Access system they are using in Disneyland Paris, where in their system, attractions range from 8 to 15 euros, which is a little over $9 to a little over 17 US dollars per attraction. Again, we do not know the official cost of the attractions in Walt Disney World or Disneyland. We are just sharing with the information we have thus far. And once again, I'm going to tell you to stay tuned because there will be more information coming. These fancy attraction lightning lanes can be booked at the time the park opens that you're booking the attraction for. So if you are trying to book a fancy pay per attraction lightning lane access for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at the Magic Kingdom and the Magic Kingdom opens at 8 a.m., you can book it at 8 a.m. But if you're trying to book it for Rise of the Resistance and Hollywood Studios doesn't open until 10 a.m., then you can start booking it at 10 a.m. But I'm going to put a giant asterisk on those times because I've got more information coming for you in just a few minutes in this video. Wait, did I just say you can now pay to get on Rise of the Resistance? You bet I did. We have confirmed that Rise of the Resistance, Spider-Man Web Slingers, and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will all be part of the fancy pay per attraction list. We do not know the cost of these attractions again, but we also know you will still be able to get virtual boarding groups for these attractions the way you can now. Remember, virtual boarding groups are free. You do not have to pay to get a virtual boarding group. We also don't know if there's any changes coming to the boarding group system, like what times you're able to get them, if you're able to hold more than one, but considering Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is gonna open on October 1st, and we just learned they're gonna use a virtual boarding group, there could be some changes coming to the system in Walt Disney World. So again, stay tuned. So basically, there are now 4 different ways that you could go on an attraction in Walt Disney World or Disneyland. Your freebies remain the standby line or a virtual boarding group, and your paid options include the Genie Plus Lightning Lane attractions and the fancy pay per attraction Lightning Lane attractions. Are you confused yet? Now you may be asking yourself, how will annual pass holders in Walt Disney World and Magic Key holders in Disneyland be able to use Genie Plus and the fancy Lightning Lane attractions? Well, as of now, Disney has stated that day of, APs can add this function to their ticket and reserve their passes starting at 7 a.m. in Walt Disney World and when they're in the park in Disneyland. They have stated that future enhancements will be coming, so stay tuned, which I've said 400 times in this video at this point. What about Disability Access Service? Disney has also stated that if you use the Disability Access Service program, you will still be able to use it the way it does now. But they have some enhancements coming to the program, including the ability to enroll in it prior to arriving or booking things straight through the app as opposed to going to cast members. We'll get more details on that as well, so you already know what I'm gonna say. Stay tuned for more details. And last but certainly not least, any perks for resort guests? You betcha. Remember when I said asterisk earlier when talking about when you can enroll for your fancy Lightning Lane pay per attraction ride queues? Well, this is a perk coming to resort guests. For those attractions only, the special fancy attractions, Disney resort guests will be able to start booking those at 7 a.m. If you remember earlier, I said you couldn't book those until the time the attractions park opens. Well, that's a perk for resort guests. You can book yours earlier at 7 a.m. Phew. Well, I think that covers everything. Like I've said a dozen times throughout this video, there's gonna be so much more information coming to us in the coming weeks. What's happening with Walt Disney World's annual passes? When will this be starting? How much will those fancy attractions cost? All of this will be coming to us in the coming weeks, and we will make sure to share all of it with you. So please make sure you're signed up for our newsletter, following us on social media at AllEars.net, and following along on the website. And you know when the system actually does roll out, we are gonna cover all of it so you know how to use it. We'll do a bunch of ride challenges. We will do a bunch of explaining videos, explaining posts. We will make sure we cover everything. So drop your questions that you have about the new systems in the comments below so that we can make sure to be providing you with the most helpful content. I hope I did a good job explaining all of this. This is a brand new journey we're all going on together. So thank you for following along with us. Thank you for trusting us with your Disney vacations. And until next time, friends, I am Molly, and it has been magical and very confusing.
Hey, it's Molly here. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.